Welcome to another episode of Gaming History 101. And today we have something different. We will be going over a childhood-like game, Lego Batman, specifically the franchise rather than just one game. And today we also have a guest with us. Say hello.
Hello, this is Josh. If you listen to other podcasts on the channel, I host Anime Deep Dive, but Lego Batman was a big part of my childhood, like the entire trilogy, so I wanted to hop on and also discuss it here.
Yes, and thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Now, as a lot of us know, Lego has been a well-known commodity throughout, the 90s mostly. And then as it kept growing, a lot of people were just like, let's make some really cool Legos. Because initially it was just a bunch of kids' toys like, oh, look at this pirate ship, or look at this castle, or look at this Barbie collection, I guess. And eventually it got to a point where Lego started making video games. And their first game officially released in 97 called Lego Island. I don't know a lot about the Lego games from the 90s, though, because I didn't grow up in the 90s. And I didn't do as extensive research on it. So all I know is the name and the year they came out.
Yeah.
And before Lego Batman, there were several other Lego stuff that ended up coming out before Lego Batman got its first official game. Maybe before its first official set. Well, I could be wrong about that, but still. Lego Island was the first. Then in 2000, they released Lego Stunt Rally. Then in 2003, they made their first game based on their other Lego product, Bionicle, their first Bionicle game.
Do you know if TT Games did the earlier ones, or was it a different studio at that point?
I think they were just behind all the Lego games.
Okay.
I could look again. I didn't do too much extensive research on the older games. I mainly just did Lego Batman research.
Okay.
But
like when I was looking up stuff about Lego Batman, I didn't look at the early stuff, but I saw like the director of Lego Batman, John Burton. He worked on like a lot of other Lego games, obviously, and one of the ones he worked on was like a Bionicle one, but that probably wasn't the first Bionicle one.
Yeah. So, and eventually after Bionicle, they started implementing movie genres into games, with the first one being, of course, Star Wars, because who doesn't want to feel like Luke Skywalker every now and then?
Am I correct in stating that the first Lego Star Wars was actually the prequel trilogy, not the sequel, or not the original?
I think you're right, because the Lego Star Wars video game released in 2005, after the prequels were made.
Okay, yeah. I believe it was actually made before, the story of it was made and the levels were made before Revenge of the Sith came out.
Probably, yeah.
So they had to, communicate with the studios. So there are, some differences and stuff because...
Most likely. I mean, it's Lego. You see some similarities, but you're never going to see, point accuracy occasionally. Especially as Lego likes to make things a lot more silly than serious.
Oh, definitely.
Like in the Lego Harry Potter games, you know for a fact they're not just going to show you Twilight Boy dead. They, of course, have to do the Lego thing and have him break up into many pieces.
Yeah. I mean, these games are for, literally all ages. If you can, touch a keyboard or hold a controller.
Exactly.
It kind of needs to be appropriate for that age.
Yeah. And then the final game to release before Lego Batman was Lego Indiana Jones, which makes sense. I mean, Indy has, been a part of Lego for at least a while.
Oh, yeah, no.
And I remember playing those games.
I believe their sets, the Indiana Jones sets and the original Lego Batman sets started coming out around the same time.
Most likely,
so them being back to back were
it only made sense.
It only makes sense.
Yeah.
I also wanted to add, I feel like, there's definitely the era of the Lego games before Star Wars, but even within the early Lego games, there's kind of a big difference between the Star Wars 1 and 2 versus Complete Saga, Indiana Jones, Lego Batman.
Yeah.
There's kind of a pretty big jump in quality from those games.
Yeah. And eventually, later on in 2008, Lego Batman finally released. Rather than being based on one of Lego Batman's movies or something like that, it was actually based on some sort of original story in a way.
Yeah, I believe it was At least out of that era of games, it
Yeah,
was the
'cause,
first
like-
one with an original story.
Yeah, there were 3 different villainous groups that were going around causing havoc. First one being led by the Riddler, second one the Penguin, and the third, obviously, Joker.
Yeah.
And since this was going on in the 2000s, Harley Quinn was around at that point. So
Yeah.
good for
Harley
them.
Quinn actually, I'm sure you know this.
Yeah, originated from the animated
Yeah,
series.
from the animated series, which I always find very interesting.
I always love it when a character isn't in the comics, but isn't added in the comics because of a cartoon or something. That's
Yeah.
why Red X from Teen Titans is one of my favorite ads. He's awesome.
Did they actually add him into comics as well?
Yeah, they did.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Anywho, so obviously we all know the real reason why Lego decided to make all these games based on all these popular franchises. It's obviously so they can capitalize on popularity for both the Lego brand and, of course, the Batman franchise. Because who wouldn't know Batman at this point in their lives?
Oh, yeah.
Like, kids know Batman, adults know Batman. And considering the fact that Batman was created, like, sometime in, like, the 30s or something, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. No, I'm pretty sure Cap was around for. Anyway, he was around back then, so I'm pretty sure old people know about him too.
Batman, I'm 99% sure Batman came before Captain America, because I believe Captain America started somewhere like 41.
Yeah, he started around World War II, so that America could feel good about stopping
The Germans.
the Germans. Yeah, we're not going to say the other word. Anywho, not on the podcast where we can't even swear.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's historical, but yeah.
Yeah, but still, it's an offensive term.
It's very fair. Very
Anywho,
fair.
so obviously Lego's whole aspect of making all these games was to capitalize on popularity. Like, if they made another like Lego City game, it would be fairly popular, but I don't think a lot of adults would enjoy it as much as the kids do.
Yeah.
Because like kids love messing around with Lego sets, but I think the adults more play the Lego games whenever there's like some sort of thing they can connect to in some way, like something from their childhood that they enjoyed, like Batman, Harry Potter, all the stuff they've done.
I think there's also some like inherent synergy
Mm-hmm.
when you marry the Lego brand with a well-known IP.
Yeah.
Because when parents are buying games for young kids, they want something they know their kid is gonna like.
Exactly.
They also want to know that it's appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
So when you combine something like Lego and Batman, like if my parents saw a Batman DS game, I don't know if they would go out and buy that for me, because they wouldn't be sure kind of where it lies. And if it was just a Lego DS game, they probably wouldn't buy that for me.
And based on what we were talking about earlier, if they knew about Dr. Fate, they would not have bought it.
Yeah.
They would not have bought it.
But since it's Lego Batman, they know it's something I was interested in, and it's going to be appropriate for me at my ripe old age of 5 years old.
Yeah.
So they went ahead and they bought it because it has its interesting IP, and the Lego brand has like an inherent like trust and safety to it.
Exactly. Plus, we can all remember Lego for a lot of things. One of the things being, of course, the goofiness of Lego games. Because let's be honest here, Lego games are never fully serious. I think the closest they get is Lego Lord of the Rings, but that's just because Lego Lord of the Rings has a dark start. Meanwhile, all the other Lego games, while wacky, yes, they still have their fair amount of times when it gets serious.
Yeah, I mean, with the games and like later like cartoons and stuff for like some of their proprietary brands,
Like Ninjago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and also Chima, but that was relatively short lived.
Yeah.
They kind of created this whole like kind of brand and style of Lego humor.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of its own thing.
Plus, we can all remember that before Lego Batman 2, which was the first Lego game with voice acting, all Lego games had the exact same form of voice, which is just Lego characters waving to you and going,
Yeah, doing the mumbles.
Yeah, they're doing mumbles, they're doing grunts. They're not actually using their voices, they're making sounds. And the only things that will actually use their voices like normal things in a way are the animals, and that's because animal sound effects exist.
Yeah.
So
I think that for the early games, having kind of them be like the mumble only kind of added to the charm. And kind of
Exactly.
enhanced. They had to make the characters themselves more physically expressive.
Yeah.
And the humor had to be more visual.
However,
which helped form that identity.
going back to Lego Batman on this one, Lego Batman 2 was actually the first Lego game to have voice acting, and it's likely due to the fact that Lego Batman 2 was also a video game version of a Lego movie of Lego Batman, which is kind of hilarious. I could be...
So,
The thing is...
I know Lego Batman 2 is also an original story.
Exactly.
And
Like,
then-
the Lego Batman games are just original stories in
Yes.
some way. They're not fully like, hey, it's based on this comic or this movie or something.
And then they did a direct-to-video, like a direct-to-DVD movie.
Yeah.
I think it was like Lego Batman... I don't know if it was Lego Batman Heroes Unite or Lego Batman 2 Heroes Unite.
I think it was just Lego Batman Heroes Unite.
Um,
Because I don't remember there being a 2 in there.
And it had like... It took a lot of the cutscenes and upgraded the animation.
Mm-hmm.
I think there might have been some original stuff in there, but it was mostly just using the cutscenes and storyline of the game,
Yeah.
polishing it up.
And that probably led to the reason why the game itself had voice acting, because in the movie, it would be kind of weird if the Lego characters, rather than saying stuff, were just constantly making mumbles.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it would lose its appeal for the audience, which led to them eventually using voice actors, but that kind of lost a bit of its charm in a way.
Yeah, I think they're wanting to make it a more cohesive narrative. With something like Lego Indiana Jones or Lego Star Wars, you know the story because you've probably seen the movies.
Exactly.
With Lego Batman 1, first of all, it's very heavily inspired by the animated series.
Oh, definitely.
But the story is it's not one story. It's kind of
three
stories in smaller parts that can be easily understood.
In fact, if you play it, you can even play it from the villain's perspective.
Yes, that was also, I believe, a pretty unique addition to
that
game.
That was very fun too. I remember I played I don't know why I did it, but I remember I just decided to play through the entirety of the Penguin plotline in one sitting when I was like 11 years old.
That's funny.
And I don't know why I did it, and I don't know why no one stopped me, because this was around the time when everyone was of the belief that video games are bad for your children if they were playing them for too long.
I mean, to be fair, it may have felt like a long time at that point, but especially if you've played through the levels before, the levels in Lego games don't really take that long.
Not really, especially if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
More real if you've played the game before.
Yeah.
Anywho. But obviously, Lego Batman, like the first game, was obviously successful. A lot of kids, a lot of families really enjoyed the game, which led to it getting, of course, its sequels, leading to Lego Batman 2, Lego Batman 3, and then eventually just being about the DC universe more than Lego Batman.
Yeah,
himself.
we got
like DC villains.
Yeah, DC supervillains.
And we got
that came out in 2018, I believe.
Yeah, it did. And then we got like so many other like Lego DC stuff, and eventually Marvel joined the party too.
Yeah, the timelines like Lego Batman 1. Then you have like other games like Pirates of the Caribbean, Harry Potter in between, Lego Batman 2.
I loved Pirates of the Caribbean. It was so much
you had
fun.
Lord of the Rings following that, and then in 2013, you had like Lego City Undercover, and then you had Lego Marvel, and the 2014 Lego Batman 3. There's other games I'm skipping, but
yeah, like
this
we
is
don't
Lego Batman, not Lego.
Yeah,
games.
we're not fully talking about the Lego spectrum here, people. Like as much as I would love to do that one day, today is not that day.
That would be like a feature-length episode.
Yeah, that'll be an episode where we are here for multiple hours. Anywho, yeah. But I still remember the amount of times when I played Lego Batman. But then when Lego Batman 2 came out, I liked it a bit more because it had an open world aspect, being able to explore Gotham.
To share my experience with the game, so at first, we always played Lego games on like our DSs, handheld, because that's just the first thing we bought it for. Like with Lego Batman 1, I never thought to like buy it for the computer or anything.
Or the Wii, or...
We didn't have consoles. We just had DSs, and my dad had a computer.
The reason I point this out is because me and my family played it on the Wii, and then when Lego Batman 2 came out, we played it on the Wii U, and so on and so forth.
Yeah. But Lego Batman 2, because it introduced... Like, other games had hub worlds.
Yeah.
But Lego Batman 2 really introduced the whole open world concept.
Yeah.
For the Lego games.
Yeah.
And I was like... I learned about that, and I was like... it blew my mind. I was like, I have to get this for the computer so I can play with the open world. It made my parents' laptop get way too hot.
Yeah, it's probably like a family laptop where your parents will occasionally be doing taxes or something, and you were using it for Lego Batman.
Yeah.
And they would just go like, why do I hear a fan? I remember when I played Lego Batman 2, and like this was after we beat the game and we were trying to unlock all the bonus characters. And there was a point where me and my brother were going around and we had enough money to buy Brainiac. Like we already beat him.
Mm-hmm.
Like we already beat him in a little fight, because in order to unlock all these characters, you need to beat him in the fight, and then you need to have the money to purchase them. And if you don't, go and grab it. So we decided to, but we couldn't find him because the park was a big open area, and we were kids, so we weren't very smart.
Yeah.
So we decided to watch the cutscene again, and then when we finally found him, the cutscene played again, and then we had to fight him again. There was no like information on a time limit or anything, because like. The thing is, that was a glitch. We could tell it was a glitch because we could see him doing like his little animation that he was there, but we could also see a little silhouette of him go like, oh, don't hurt me, don't hurt me.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't ever remember having to fight them again after I beat them. But
No, you never did. You would normally just fight them, and then you have to purchase them, and then if you didn't have the money, you just come back later when you did. I remember, like we tried to unlock every character, and it was so much fun because it was a Lego game.
Yeah.
And, like, because the thing with games nowadays is that there are games where it's a lot of fun to complete the game because it's a fun game, but then there are games where it feels like it's a chore.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I remember the amount of times me, my dad, and my brother would play Fallout 4 because, like, we really enjoyed playing the game so much. Like, my dad still has his over level 100 character, and me and my brother made constant amount of characters because we just really enjoyed the game. Even though I would constantly insult my brother for his first playthrough being the Institute, but whatever. Yeah. But we loved playing that game, and we were so close to 100%ing it. But then there was stuff that were like way too much for us to do, like get 100% happiness in a settlement. That takes so long.
Yeah, some games have like achievements and things that are just like kind of ridiculous.
Like, trust me, the platinum trophy for some of the PlayStation exclusive games are so hard. Like, I saw the 0.1 or 0.4% of people who got the platinum trophy for Last of Us.
Oh yeah, the original one is very difficult, and even like the remastered version.
Yeah, it's
very
like
difficult.
you have to actively find every joke book instant in the game. You have to find every collectible. You have to find every upgrade. You even have to play through a bit of Grounded, and you even have to play a bit of the online mode.
Yeah,
I couldn't do it.
What I like about Lego games is like the whole joy kind of is going through collecting everything, but they don't make it like very difficult.
Yeah.
If you want to explore and find everything on your own, you can.
Exactly.
But there's the red bricks offer a great functionality of you choose what parts of the game you want to spend a lot of time in and what you don't.
Yeah.
Especially with those stud multipliers. If you want to get studs naturally and buy stuff over time, you can. But if you want to be a billionaire, you can get all the stud multipliers and have a crazy multiplier, you know?
Mm-hmm. So like with Lego Batman, unfortunately or fortunately, depending on which camp you're in, I played Lego Batman 1, I played Lego Batman 2, but I did not play a lot of Lego Batman 3. I'm pretty sure the furthest I got was when we fought like that giant darkness Batman with Robin and Alfred.
That's about like level 2 or 3.
Exactly. That's how far I got.
10-year-old Josh put an embarrassing amount of hours into Lego Batman 3.
I mean, it was fun being able to explore around multiple areas, and I thought it was unique how Brainiac was using the lanterns in order to like destroy the world or something.
Yeah.
But
I actually like how 2 to 3 is more of a connected story.
Mm-hmm.
Like Batman 1 is kind of its own thing.
Yeah, Lego Batman 1 was just a silly, goofy story where you just played. as Batman, as Robin, using their multiple versions of suits and gears in order to bring down the Arkham villains. But then in Lego Batman 2, they started getting more involved with the DC universe because literally after you beat Joker for the first time in the first level, Superman appears.
Yeah.
It's just like, hey guys, need a hand?
I think Lego Batman 2 balances it being a Batman game
Yeah.
versus a DC game very well.
But the third game, not so much.
Yeah.
It feels more like more like Batman was just put on the title so that people will want to play it.
I think they honestly just did it for just franchise reasons. Lego Batman 2, like comparing it to comics, it feels like a world's finest story. It feels like Batman and Superman. Mm-hmm. Versus Lego Batman 3 should have just been called Lego DC Superheroes.
Yeah. Like, it also more feels like, because of the lantern thing, it kind of feels like a Green Lantern story at certain parts. Because, like, there's literally a bit where you have to go to the other Green Lantern worlds to talk to them.
That is most of the, exploration in the game.
Yeah, because, like, you get to explore around multiple worlds. You get to meet multiple characters. And I find that both neat, but also kind of dumb. Because, like, it's a Lego Batman game. Why can't I just wander around in Gotham?
Yes, I was very upset about that.
Yeah,
because I was like, why couldn't they just take the map from the old game and put that in as well?
Yeah, just give it a new coat of paint. It'll be fine.
And they kind of did similar things in later games, where I guess they probably learned their lesson from that one.
Plus, not to mention, they obviously gave some like respectable fan service to Superman in the second game, because anytime he started flying, his theme song from the movies would start playing.
Oh yeah,
and that was awesome.
I think they continued it. I don't know if they continued it into the open world, but I know they also added it for Diana as well.
Yeah, in Lego Batman 3, anytime Wonder Woman started flying, you just start hearing her theme song from her 70s show.
Yeah,
just like Wonder Woman. And that was really cool. But the thing I also found was that Superman was just a broken character, because unless you had like something to actually damage him, Bro could not take damage. He had gray hearts. He couldn't get hit.
I think that's awesome though, because Lego games are never really that difficult. So completely breaking like the quote unquote like difficulty curve, is fine, because I mean it's Superman. You want to feel like Superman.
Exactly. Plus, there's also like. So one thing you will notice about a majority of Lego games is that they're hidden characters. And, like, occasionally it'll be, like, the director of the film that the game is based on, or it'll be, like, an actor. For Lego Batman 3, it was the man from the 60s himself, Adam West.
Oh, yeah. He was the replacement for Citizens in Peril. So you had to go out through the open worlds and levels and save Adam West, as he was in various troubling situations.
I just love hearing, if I could just hear Adam West going, "Help, I'm in danger," at like Adam West style. Yeah. I just find that amazing.
There was also, I also believe they included Kevin Smith.
They might have. I think I just know like Adam West because like it's Adam West.
Yeah. I might be confusing the names, but they included two pretty prominent DC writers as well.
Yeah, it even extended to like multiple other games, because like when I played the Marvel Lego game, I know that the secret unlockable character in that game was Stan Lee himself.
Yes.
And the thing is, Stan Lee was the most busted character because he had everyone's superpower.
Yeah, I think that's really fun.
I thought that was hilarious. I still remember the time when when me and my brother were just farting around in Lego Marvel, and there was a bit where I was just climbing a ladder as Hulk and just somehow execute the Hulk jump. But now I realize that probably wasn't meant to happen, because like Hulk doesn't have his super jump in the Marvel Lego game.
Not in the first one.
Not in the first one.
They didn't. They actually improved a lot on like the superhero powers and stuff in Avengers. But I digress.
Yeah, because but going back to DC, I feel like the amount of times you wander around and then you'll just find like something silly or something really fascinating. It's just really cool, because like I remember when I was like playing. I still remember the times I would just like go in to Lego Batman and just go like, all right, let's make some money so we can unlock some characters. I
Yeah.
still remember there was one day when my brother just sounded really disappointed while playing the game because he realized we weren't raising a lot of money. We only had like 100,000 at the point, and I was just like, "Wait, we can unlock a character." And he's just like, "Who?" "We can unlock Hush." And then my brother's like, "Oh yeah, we can." Huh.
Hush.
So I'm pretty sure this is a character from the comics, but the base I remember him from was like a DC movie.
Yeah.
So the concept was like,
I've read his comic.
yeah, like but in this movie, it's pretty much like there's this new villain going around, and he's like one step ahead. He's like, "Who is this guy?" And then it's later revealed that it's just Riddler with bandages.
See, that movie really irritates me. I won't spoil the comic since you haven't read it.
No,
But in the comic, it is not Riddler.
I didn't think
And
it
the
would
whole
be.
storyline makes so much more sense.
Look, there are a lot of Batman animated movies out there that will irritate people. I'm still irritated by the amount of times I will see Injustice recommended to me on YouTube, and I'm just like I don't like evil Superman. When will you understand this?
That's fair.
I don't like seeing all these DC characters die because Superman, because Joker decided he was going to be a hater one day.
Also, the movie itself changed a lot of stuff from the game story and the comic line.
Yeah.
So it got understandably dogpiled on.
The angriest I got when I was like watching and reading Injustice was when Damian Wayne accidentally killed Dick Grayson.
Yeah.
And like obviously he felt bad about it, but like, dude, why are you gonna kill Nightwing like that?
A lot of characters, and they have to be so for the story to work. I was literally talking about the Injustice line earlier today. They're written very out of character, but they have to do that. Otherwise, they wouldn't be evil.
Look, I feel like obviously there are things that made sense, like Plastic Man siding with Batman, and even Harley Quinn, because like Harley Quinn is part of the Bat family now. We all know this. This is general knowledge.
Yeah.
But like, then there's stuff that didn't make sense to me. Like, why would Cyborg side with Superman, or why? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I already knew that Wonder Woman ended up siding with Superman at that point because he needed a second, and Lois Lane was dead.
Yeah.
So
I think the comics explain some of it a bit better because it's not just like you jump into the game and they're all evil.
Yeah.
You see how it happens.
Exactly, because like I remember the amount of times I'll watch like an animated DC thing and understand nothing is frankly hilarious. Because like one of the most out of place Batman things I ever saw was like it's a Batman film, but set in like not ancient. It was set in old time London, and Batman's villain was Jack the Ripper.
Gotham by Gaslight.
Yeah, and seeing as how you know the title, I'm pretty sure you know the end game. And if any of our viewers don't know the end game, maybe skip ahead a little bit.
I've never seen it.
Oh, you haven't?
Oh. So maybe don't drop that spoiler on me.
Okay, then I won't. Okay, my bad.
But I will say, connected back to Lego, there is a DLC for Lego Batman 3 that included a lot of different like suits. A lot of characters that were just different suits that Batman had throughout history, and Gotham by Gaslight was included in that.
Oh, sweet. Like, I still can't believe that was a thing that existed.
There's a lot of very silly alternate versions of Batman.
Yeah, like...
which might be included in the upcoming Lego Batman game.
Oh, yeah. So, the main reason why we are doing Lego Batman for today's podcast is because officially announced at Gamescom, which I did not know was a thing until it happened, they officially announced that Lego Batman will be getting a new game, and it's basically set the same way as Lego Star Wars most recent game. And this time it's actually based on the Batman films. Like you get the Dark Knight films, you get the Batman from 2022.
So from what I looked up, it's actually going to be the idea of the story is it's going to be the entire story of Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
From origin to I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's not actually going to be directly adapting the films, but it's going to reference and feature a lot of very iconic scenes and iconic moments in that larger story.
Yeah, like obviously one of the references they make is in the trailer itself when he's chasing Penguin. And as we all know, the car chase where he's chasing Penguin in the 2022 movie is the very obvious reference there.
Yeah.
The thing that made it silly, though, is the fact that Batman stepped on a rubber duck.
They also included Tom Hardy's Bane, a reference to that.
Which one was Tom Hardy? Oh, yeah, that's the one from Dark Knight Rises.
Yes, correct.
He's the one with, like, I was born in the darkness.
Yes, he has a very silly accent.
Well, it's the best Bane by far, by the way. Well, that's what I say, at least. I saw your face.
For all of you listening, I gave him a pretty funny face after he said
he
that.
disagrees, obviously. But to be honest, I think it's the best version of Bane because not only is it a bit ridiculous, but it's also a bit serious. Like, bro beats Bruce.
Yeah, I think Tom Hardy's Bane is an interesting and good character. I don't think it's a very good Bane.
Like, bro, the amount of times a Dark Knight movie will surprise me by showing that the thing they did was real is stunning.
Yeah.
Because, like, that whole opening scene in Dark Knight Rises was real. That was not computer animated at all.
Christopher Nolan is very big on the practical effects.
Oh, yeah. And honestly, I just hope that when they dropped that plane, they were able to, like, do something to make the actors inside not die. I'm pretty sure they did something, obviously. Otherwise, the film would not have come out. But,
I'm really excited for Legacy of the Dark Knight.
Me
finally
too.
Returning to Gotham.
Finally, you get to just run around Gotham beating up random crooks.
Like they're featuring so many Batmobiles. There's gonna be like Batman's gonna have like a ton of suits.
A ton of suits.
You
A
get
ton
to play
of
as
gadgets.
multiple members of the Bat family.
I'm gonna say this right now. If the Batman shark repellent is not in the game, I will be sincerely disappointed.
That's fair. I will
had to get up close for that one.
My comment on the game is right now there was a thing saying, choose like 7 different playable characters.
Yeah.
If there's not more than that, I won't get it. If it's a Lego game, I want at least 20 to 30 characters.
That makes sense.
There's going to be a bunch of suits and costumes and stuff, but I still want to play because I think this is kind of a bit of a personal opinion.
Yeah.
But I think, it's Legacy of the Dark Knight. It's paying homage to the films, to the shows, to all these different iconic pieces of Batman media. But you want to know another iconic piece of Batman media?
What?
Lego Batman. Lego Batman 2.
Yeah.
So they should honor the legacy of the previous games by also doing a very big character roster. That's my opinion.
Yeah, like that. They need a big roster. Speaking of Lego Batman, I think it's time that I talk about something else. Because, Lego Batman himself and a few of his adversaries and allies were featured in a big, massive Lego production, which unfortunately ended up getting canceled. Lego Dimensions. So, unfortunately, Josh hasn't played it, but
I have not.
I have, so I can at least talk about it, and if Josh wants, he can ask me a few questions. So, the setup of the game is that this unique Lego character called, I can't remember his name, Lord Evil Man. He's obviously some sort of celestial being because he's like made of stars or galaxies or something. And he's talking about like using the Lego multiverse to become all powerful. So he starts gathering stuff. And the first thing we see him take is like some sort of like rare crystal or something that Robin was holding, meaning Batman went after him. And then the next thing we know, they're in Lord of the Rings, and Frodo is taken because he has the one ring. And then they go through that portal, and Gandalf has now joined the team. And the next thing they know, they're in the dimension of the Lego movie.
I find interesting in that game.
Yeah.
It makes sense. But the Batman you see is from like the Lego Batman games.
Yeah.
But in the Lego movie,
it's Will Arnett.
There's a version of Batman in there as well.
And he's like cartoonishly goth in a way. Like,
yeah.
He keeps on going like, I'm Batman.
He's even sillier than like the Lego games.
Like, yeah, obviously. Because like the whole point of him was that he's a ridiculous version of Batman that's not like a real No, it's not like the Batman we know.
Mm-hmm.
He's just cartoonishly Batman-ish. And plus, if you see the Lego Batman movie from 2017, you'll know what we're talking about.
Oh yeah, that's a good movie.
That's an amazing movie. I just love Michael Cera being Robin in that one and just going tweet, tweet on the street. All right, so the thing is, the main plot revolves around Batman, Wildstyle, and Gandalf trying to stop this all-powerful being while hopping around Lego dimensions, some of which we have seen before. Like, obviously, we've seen Lord of the Rings in the Lego game. Obviously, we've seen a Lego movie Lego game. But then there are ones we haven't seen, because the first level of the game takes us to an unseen Lego level, The Wizard of Oz.
Oh.
And we have to fight the Wicked Witch of the West. And the thing that the evil man takes from that dimension is Dorothy's red slippers.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, how do you beat the red slippers? The game kept on getting like add-ons, and the first wave had stuff that made sense. Like they had stuff like Lego, like they had the Lego DC stuff. They had Lego Simpsons, man. And the thing is, eventually, once you got your freedom in between levels, you could actually go and play through unique levels based on these games. Like, there's a Lego Doctor Who level. There's a Lego... And the thing is, for the Simpsons level, they just do one of the Simpsons episodes.
Makes sense.
They do... I don't know if you've seen Simpsons, but they do the one where Homer's, like, at a chili fest.
I have not seen Simpsons.
Okay, that's fine. Anywho, but they do a bit where Homer goes to a chili fest, and that's their episode. But in this bit, apparently President Business is at the nuclear plant, and so is Joker.
So if they're doing the Chili Fest, surprised they didn't also have the Lego Sonic add-on.
Oh,
crossover.
that was later. That was
Yeah.
because they eventually did more add-ons like Harry Potter. They did Portal. They did Adventure Time. And then they eventually did Sonic. And the thing that was awesome about that is since it was already a video game, all the actors were pretty cool with just voicing themselves.
That's definitely cool.
That is, like, the whole Sonic campaign was just running through old Sonic levels, fighting old Sonic bosses, and eventually just fighting chaos and going supersonic and listening to Open Your Heart from Crush 40.
Nice.
And being part of the autistic Sonic community. I, of course, love that.
Yeah. I think Lego Dimensions was a very cool idea, especially compared
it
to
was-
other Toys to Life games.
I thought it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. But did I beat it? No.
There is a lot.
Because with each character pack means they also come with, like, not only the character, but they also had, like, equipment for said character.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they had their own vehicle, and they had their own, like, summon in some way, or a second vehicle.
There's a lot of other packs that, like, added other, like, areas to explore.
Yeah, exactly.
Not just levels.
Yeah, one thing that made me think they're kind of falling off at this point is when they added Teen Titans Go, of all things. I don't.
Oh,
like
wait,
Teen
why
Titans
would you
Go.
choose Go over?
Normal Teen Titans?
Yeah.
Exactly. Like normal Teen Titans, but we're not getting into that. That's a whole other discussion.
That might be my podcast.
Yeah, if you ever invite me for a DC cartoons thing, I will 100% join on that. But so the thing is, but Lego Dimensions was fun. I enjoyed it. Did I beat it? No, but I had fun while doing it.
I think it would be cool, because Disney Infinity did something where they, after the life cycle for the games was over, they created like these complete editions of the game that they sold digitally.
Yeah.
You didn't have to buy any of the physical stuff.
Yeah.
I think it would be very cool now that Lego Dimensions has been out of like the market for a long time. Make a complete edition that has all the content.
Yeah.
And sell it digitally, so that way people can still purchase it and play it without having to track down like these like collector
almost $100.
yeah, these collector's items that are gonna be very expensive now.
Yeah, because like I still remember the bit where one of the YouTubers I watched did a video of playing the Lego Sonic campaign, and then he's just like, but doing a Lego Dimensions, but messing around with the Lego Dimensions thing isn't like taking a $60 amiibo and ruining its value. No. So here's the thing. Wait, hold. Okay, so now that we're going into like a bit of the Disney Infinity stuff, there's something I have to talk about briefly. This is brief. So Disney Infinity, of course, has a lot of unlockable characters. And by unlockable characters, I mean actual trophy characters you spend actual money on, and then you play as those characters, and it's fun. But the thing is, I don't know if this was an original or it was like re-release. It was in one of their waves or something. But if you actually got every playable character, if you proved that you had that your credit card company hated you, then if you proved that, then you would be rewarded with 2 gifts referencing one of my all-time favorite video game franchises, Kingdom Hearts.
Oh my goodness.
Because not only does Mickey get a unique outfit dedicated to his Kingdom Hearts attire in KH2, but you also unlock a unique weapon, the Kingdom Key, that anyone can use.
I never knew about that.
That was amazing for me to find out, but I knew I was never going to do it because that would put me in debt. Yeah.
Toys to Life was definitely a bit of a strategy to get people to spend more money on games they wouldn't normally spend that much money on.
Yeah, like they did. I still remember how like all the Disney Infinity stuff, they have like their own unique campaigns, and then they have like a sandbox you just mess around in. And the thing I just loved doing in the sandbox was just messing around with Syndrome's like freeze ray and just throwing my brother off out of bounds.
That's funny.
It's just being the annoying little brother I used to be.
I think Dimensions was slightly better
than Lego Batman 3?
No, as far as just as a Toys to Life property, because the Lego itself has value outside of the game.
Yeah.
Versus like figures and like Skylanders or Infinity.
Yeah, because like
only work in the game.
Because Lego Dimensions came around the same time when Skylanders and Disney Infinity were happening, and Amiibo as well.
It was around the end of that kind of phase, though.
It was around the end, obviously. But they had a lot of IP they could use, and they definitely used a lot of it.
Oh, yeah.
The thing that annoyed me the most, though, when I started playing this game was that one thing I noticed, and I think it may have something to do with the plot, but while I was playing these games, I noticed Robin, Frodo, and Metalbeard were not playable characters.
Really?
Yeah, but that was probably because they were abducted.
That's messed up, though.
Yeah, because, like, Robin and Frodo don't make sense. Metalbeard makes sense. He's way too big to fit on the mat.
Yeah.
And plus the thing is, I like Metalbeard, but like,
What's Metalbeard from?
Lego, the Lego Movie. It's basically the 3 of them go on this adventure to save the people they care about and stop this evil person.
Okay.
Because Batman lost Robin, Gandalf lost Frodo, and the ring. And I can't recall what the item they took from the Lego Movie was, but they lost Metalbeard, so Wildstyle went after them.
Gotcha.
And, dude, like, Lego has made so much cool stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, playing Lego Star Wars and almost exclusively playing Episode 1 because I liked the pod racing.
It's funny. I've heard a lot of people. I've watched a few videos that are like kind of just for nostalgia, like playing through and like 100%ing the old games. A lot of people really don't like the pod racing.
Well, I was a kid. That's my defense. The thing is with Lego, the Lego games, I don't know if I was able to like fully play all of it because I wasn't. Like, because anytime I tried playing Episode 2, The Clone Wars, it would always crash.
Oh
no! and I never knew why. It's just my parents and my brother advised me to skip the level, so I would go on to Episode 3, and then I'd just play that instead.
That's funny.
It's funny because like I'm not sure. I am almost certain that wasn't intentional.
No, definitely not.
No, like. The unintentional crashes are funny. Intentional crashes are even funnier though, because like I remember playing. There are a lot of games with intentional crashes, but this is a gaming podcast. We'll likely go over them at some point.
I mean, we've already gone over Lego Batman, and the Arkham series is also going to be.
Dude, how many people
influenced? Affecting. It's influencing, and it's going to be honored in the Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight.
Yeah. Just a quick question: how many when the Batman 2022 came out, how many people do you think started playing Arkham Knight and started just doing that bit where he just walked towards the car?
I bet a ton of them.
I saw so many videos. It's just like, okay, I got you now, dirtbag.
I also wanted to mention, with Lego games, one of the big things they push, and even in the new one coming up, is the couch co-op.
Yeah.
Something I really appreciate because like one of my favorite.
It was a household game. It made sense.
One of my favorite nostalgic memories is in Lego Batman 2. Me and my oldest brother, we'd play co-op. We'd both get in the Batwing, and then we'd like fly around and try to like dogfight each other in it. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, I remember the amount of times where me and my brother would do something like that too. Like, I don't think we'd dogfight each other. I think we just challenge each other to get to a location first, like a race or something. And the amount of times my brother would like pick something they had more understanding than I did, like a character or a vehicle, I would constantly go like, why? I remember like I tried to play through the entire game with him, but I was a kid, meaning I got angry when the game was hard.
Yeah.
And whenever I get angry when the game is hard, I tend to get fussy, which tends to for our dad to come in and go like, all right, I think you guys have played enough.
Turn it off.
It's time to turn it off. Your brother's getting mad. And my brother would be like, okay. And he never held any resentment.
That's good.
Because like me and my brother get along really well.
That's always nice.
Like my dad always thanks both of us any chance he could get to like say, thank you both for being good brothers. Because him and his sister were not like good siblings.
I see.
Anywho. But yeah. Lego Batman, everyone. It's a household favorite. And
yeah.
I don't know what the next podcast will be on. All I know is that Josh won't be here.
Probably not.
I'm pretty sure the next podcast actually, Halloween is around the corner. So you know what that means.
Oh, yeah, I won't be here.
Huh?
You told me what your plan is for the next one. So, yeah, I definitely won't be here.
So, like, as of right now, the plans I have, plan number 1. Depending on who joins me, they will join me. I don't know who yet. But we won't be talking about a game per se. We will be talking about a franchise. And the franchise involves creepy entries in its decks. In its Pokédex. I will ask people, including myself, to write down Pokemon that have creepy Pokédex entries. And then explain what they do, what they are, how they do it, and then how creepy it would be if they were real. Like, for example, how creepy would it be if you saw a child hanging around a drift balloon?
Huh?
Small detour here. In Pokemon, there is a Pokemon known as Drifloon. Its Pokedex entry is that if it flies close to a child and the child grabs it, it will then fly the child up and you will never see the child again.
That's pretty creepy.
That's terrifying. So if you ever saw a child with a Drifloon, you would have to like stop anything, stop what you're doing and go like, stop, she's still too young.
Yeah, no, that's definitely like, gives like kind of like SCP and other like older folktale ghost story vibes.
So, and then second Halloween podcast will likely be something based on Resident Evil because Quick asked if I would be up for that, and because it's Quick and because I kind of want the challenge, I will see about doing it. That one will likely be closer to Halloween, this way I have more time. Pokedex entries are pretty much we just put a Pokedex entry in and then just move on from there.
Yeah, that'll be a fun one.
That one should be fun. I would like it. And the Resident Evil one should be challenging. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Gaming History 101. Nolan asked me to lean into the role play of it, but I forgot to. So I don't know, maybe next time. Anyhow, with that said, thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you when Halloween rolls around.
Goodbye.
And when the Pokemon show their true creepy side.
So, tap it.